What's going on, family? It's your man Miami Patron here for another video, coming to you from Santa Marta, Colombia. So if you guys see this background, I love this place. This is a hostel called the Flamingo. It's an amazing place. I'm at this rooftop cabana right now. I'm actually gonna be making a review of this place in the future. But anyways, guys, this is the #1 channel for those of you that want to become digital nomads and travel the world full time, all right? So go ahead and leave a comment below of the first place you want to go ahead and travel to. All right, so what I'm going to be talking about in this video here is how to balance your life as a digital nomad. So that's kind of basically the struggles that I've been going through. So what I'm going to be sharing with you is my experience, how I've overcome it, and how I'm adapting moving forward, okay? So I saw this question in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, and somebody kept asking me, how do you build routine? How do you stay balanced as you're, doing a digital nomad life? And that question was actually really good. I actually never asked that particular question in a Facebook group. It's kind of something I've been learning through trial and error, okay? So I started my digital nomad journey about 4 months ago in Medellin, okay? Now, I've been making money online for about 2 years, but I never once thought, hey, I could travel the world and make money at the same time. So the making money part wasn't really the difference. The difference now is traveling and adjusting and making those adjustments as I'm building my business. So that's been the biggest difference. So one of the things that I've noticed is when I was in Medellin, I had my own apartment, okay? So this is a big difference now, because now I'm staying in a hostel. I'm gonna tell you the difference why and how this is actually really crucial when it comes to building routine and finding balance in your life as a digital nomad, okay? So when I was in Medellin, I had an apartment and I was living there for about 4 months out of this apartment. It was really nice. It was away from, the poblado. It was which is like the main tourist area. And I was able to sit and work. I didn't have any distractions around me. And I had 4 months to really hone in my business, put out content, and really, I was living there. So all my stuff was out of my suitcase and it was just boom. It was really, really nice. Okay, and I never really had problems. I really had time to think and really had time to adjust. Now that I started my digital nomad journey, which is basically just me traveling, because I'm still running my online business, the difference is this. I moved into Santa Marta about 6 days ago, and I already started noticing some changes that started affecting me. For example, when I had my own apartment, I was able to sit on my balcony, enjoy my cup of coffee in quiet, reflect, take time by myself before the day even started, okay? Now, the reason I decided to stay in a hostel is because I want to meet more people. When I had that apartment, I met nobody. I met no locals. The only time I met people is when I went out to dinner and stuff. So here I wanted to meet people, a lot of people. So I decided to stay in a hostel. So if you're getting started on your digital nomad journey, you might be staying in hostels as well. Living in hostels and working at a co-working spots, okay? So when I got here into Santa Marta, I didn't really do research into, okay, are there co-working spots? Are there good quality cafes? I just had the assumption that, hey, it should have Starbucks, it should have this stuff, and that was where I went wrong. Because when I landed in Santa Marta, there's no Uber, there's no Starbucks, and there's pretty much no free Wi-Fi anywhere in the city in a comfortable location. And so I started struggling. The first 4 days were just me trying to find a place to work out of. And imagine this, imagine if every city you go to, you're trying to, for 4 days, 5 days a week, you're just trying to find a comfortable spot that's cool, that you can go ahead and work out of with quality Wi-Fi. Guys, so much time is gonna be wasted on that, okay? So what I started thinking this question really quickly. In order to stay a balanced life, #1, you have to limit the amount of time that you travel, okay? Because when you're becoming a digital nomad, there's different categories. People think that digital nomads are like backpackers, right? We travel every 3 or 4 days. You can go anywhere in the world, yada, 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 okay? That is true, but to a degree. The more you move, think about this, the more you're having to adjust to the area, find new cafes, find new locations, put time into moving, putting your stuff away, finding new stuff instead of running your business. Because at the end of the day, it's all about running our business and making profits, okay? Running our business. 80% of our business, 80% of our lifestyle is about running a business, making money online, servicing our customers. The other 20% is traveling. So we gotta keep that in mind. So when you're choosing location, this is what I'm learning, and what is, we gotta choose a location, be there for at least 2 weeks, okay? Because 2 weeks allows you to, the first 2 or 3 days, you might wanna get adjusted, find a cafe, find a co-working spot, kind of find the restaurants where you're gonna eat at, maybe go do a couple tourist stuff. So that's probably like the first 2 to 3 days, all right? But then after that, you're gonna wanna start falling into a routine. And in a 2-week period, you can easily fall into a routine that is easy for you to run your business, but while still being able to explore the city while you're out. Now, another question that was in that Facebook group was this: how do I manage my time? How do I manage my time? And this was actually something that is also difficult because we're location independent. We can't tire ourselves. I'm gonna go to the gym at this time. I'm gonna do the gym. I'm gonna go to this gym. I'm gonna go to this restaurant. I'm gonna do this. You can't do that because you're constantly changing locations. But what you can do, and what I've been doing, is you're gonna base your routine based on time blocks, okay? Because no matter where you go, you're still gonna have the same amount of time blocks and hours out of the day. So when you base your business and base your life off of time blocks, you're able to easily get through the day. For example, I make YouTube videos. Let's just say my YouTube time is anywhere from 9 to 10:30. I give myself an hour and a half. No matter if I'm in Madrid, Spain, Barcelona, like anywhere, Bali, I'm still gonna have a 9:30 to 10:30 p.m. no matter AM, sorry, anywhere. So that is still my time to make my YouTube videos, no matter location or anything like that. Whereas say you go to the gym, you're gonna have to find a new gym every single time, and it's completely different when you're based on a location. So when you're editing your time and adjusting, because remember, I highly recommend staying in a place for a city for 2 weeks. That way you can get adjusted, build your business up, and still explore that city. Because we're not in a rush to get to the next city, guys. Remember, we're in a rush to build our business, help more people, and travel while we're doing it. Okay, and so time blocking will easily allow you to do that. So let's just say you get all your work done between 9 and 2 p.m., right? You're messaging your customers, you're selling your courses, you're coaching your people, you're making your content. Anytime between 9 and 2 p.m., right? No matter where you're at in the world, you're still gonna have that time frame. So whatever is good for you. For me, I like to get my YouTube videos out of the way first thing in the morning, right? Get that done, and then the rest of the day, you can go out and explore the city and experiment and do different stuff. Maybe go try to find new cafes, right? So I highly recommend when you get into a new city that you find either do research or subscribe to this YouTube channel, because that's what I'm doing here. Find the digital nomad spots in that city, so you limit the amount of time of running around trying to find a cafe, find a co-working spot. Like I said, it took me about 3 days to find a co-working spot, and about 5 days to find this spot right here, this hostel, which is a co-working spot and a hostel together, has the fastest Wi-Fi in the city. But it took me 5 days to find that. Whereas that's so much time wasted not running my business and instead running around doing useless stuff. Okay, so in order to find balance, you got to stay in a location for 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks, right? And build a routine based on time blocks. Another thing is, this is very important, because this is one of the things that I talked about, what I was talking about at the beginning of this video, is having time for yourself. It's very important, especially if you're staying in a hostel like this. You want to have time for yourself. When I was in that apartment, I had time to myself. I could kick my feet up on the rails on my balcony with my coffee, listen to my audios, and enjoy my time. But now that I'm staying in a hostel, in order to stay balanced and keep that balance with people running around and so much going on and traveling the city and all this stuff going around, because there's so much to do here, what you need to do is still have time to reflect. Whether it's at morning, at night, I highly recommend both. For me, it's mostly morning. Put in your audio, find a quiet spot. Like right now, this balcony has nobody on it, and that's why I'm making this video. And just still have time to sit down, think, listen to your spirit, see what's the next step for you to do. What's the next step in your business? What's the next step in your life? Where do you want to move forward? Because a lot of the times we just get up, get moving, boom, 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 and we fall into this hypnotic rhythm, right? You don't want to fall into a hypnotic rhythm. You still want to sit down, adjust, meditate, think, reflect, whatever it is for you. But being able to balance that while you're in a hostel, while you're traveling, is a very important part of becoming a digital nomad. So how is it, to answer that question, do you keep a balanced life? To me, I don't have the answer yet, but I'm working on it, and I'm developing it, and I'm adjusting and making progress moving forward. Like I said, staying in a location for 2 weeks, doing research into a city, so when you land there, you know exactly where to go, what to do, which cafes, what hostels, what co-working spots. Subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be showing you that in every city, including here, Santa Marta. And then once you're in a place, if you're in a hostel, make sure you have time to reflect, sit down. Don't just get up, get breakfast, get to work, travel, boom, do it again. Make sure you sit down, reflect, breathe, take everything in and ask yourself what's the next step. All right, guys, hope you guys got a lot of value from this, just sharing my thoughts on getting started on this digital nomad journey. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe below because I'm always putting out content, and this is the #1 channel for digital nomads. It's current and moving forward. I'll see you guys next time. Miami Patron